Hey guys, how's it going? It is Kire here with another Aether Gazer video. And in today's video, I want to talk about the absolute best character everyone can build in this game that is not Tsukiyomi. I think it's very clear that she is the best character in the game. There's all these build guides on her. Everyone's talking about her. But what are the other characters to build? And I think by far the best one is this one in Title Song Poseidon. And this is not the S rank version. That version is a very good character. The reason why I think that the other one is going to be the better version to build is the ability to transcend the character. For the newcomer event, they have a great event here where we can actually fully max the character. This would be the equivalent of a ton of grinding or whaling to pull this character. To give you an idea, duplicate is 18 of these shards, and they're giving us just for free, just for playing the game. Not only that, she's a good character. We can go over Kit here. She's actually pretty good. We have healing, which is fantastic based on her attack. Then we also have additional attack of the team increased by 400. That's very good, at least at this stage here. It gets better, but at this point, 400 attack is pretty insane. And she has a good ultimate here. Max HP of all members of the team is raised by 10%, which stacks up to 3 times, restores the entire team's HP equal to 2,550, plus 38% of her attack. Already, good character, worth building, but why she's so much better is because we can actually transcend her. People don't understand just how good of a benefit the transcending is. So I wanted to break that down and just show off what you can do, also how I would build her and why I'm prioritizing her. So the first thing is going to be the transcend. And as you go through this, I think a lot of people in the beginning don't understand just how good it becomes. Because as you start to go through, it is just a little bit of HP, a little bit of defense, a little bit of attack here. Then it goes to increasing the actual base amount of attack, defense, and HP, which is good, makes her stronger. But then it goes right back to that. When it starts to get good is going to be S rank Project 4, where the normal attack due's missile level is increased by 10. So that's basically just giving her a whole 10 extra levels of her basic attack. And that's going to apply for all of her skills. As you level this up at SS, she gets another boost here. Then she's going to be getting another 10 levels here on her skill. And then as we go through, another skill 2, another 10 levels. This is where it gets really good because it's the heal and then also the attack up. And then we get to triple S, another boost here to her base stats. And this is where we're going to get parental urges level by 10. This is probably one of the least priority, but it is nice to have more damage. She actually does decent damage, especially because we have her artificially boosted way higher than anyone else. We have more defense, more attack, and ultimate here finally. But this is where it gets really good. It's going to be the transcend to Omega. And why it becomes so good is because, yes, you get more stat boosts, but it's this section here, the special effect. Number of sigils needed to activate sigil set effect is -1. It is insane, because that is going to allow us to have 3 different sigil effects to apply on her. I've already got her ready with this. Notice how there's no set effects active because I don't have her Omega yet. In about a day or two, I will have her Omega, but at the moment, it's not going to work. But notice how we have all 2 pieces. So 2-piece set, 2-piece set, and then a 2-piece here. And then what these are going to be able to do is now I'm going to have this set, going to give her the increased healing effects by 10%, increases the effect by another 30 when the heal target area's HP is below 40%, increases water damage by 10%, lowers the water resistance, the effect in enemy of 5%, and then we also have the increases Divine Grace's mod skill damage by 10%, and then gains 1 Divine Grace every second. Also, especially when you get these guys here, we'll talk about this one in a second, because this is a special one that you need a special currency to be able to buy, but their set effects are pretty unique. Healing effects is not something you would normally get out of a sigil in the set effects when you get it to level 40, but that's pretty insane that you get +5 healing, and you get +5 healing again here. And then eventually we'll be able to get this stuff. I think the damage is more of a bonus. Very good that you're able to have a whole nother set effect here, which I think is fantastic. And basically, unless you're whaling, no other character is going to be able to have that. Maybe the main character, but I think this character is infinitely better than the main character and way more splashable on a ton of teams. That is why I think she's totally worth building. She's going to be, her stats are going to scale way harder than anyone else. So notice how she has, you go to the sigils and notice how the amount of stats we're boosting here is 4,600 and 700, whereas these are 9,000, 1,400, and 1,600 for both of these. But her actual stats are pretty close. Like if she had fully maxed sigils, she's going to have more stats than anyone on the team. Like she would easily outstat this character and then be on par with this. So that's another thing to keep in mind is she's going to just have raw stats to be survivable. And that's going to be super helpful because she's your healer. You just want her to kind of sit behind and be able to keep you alive. So that's another reason why I think she's going to be really good. But I mainly wanted to make this video because I don't think people know about this sigil thing here. And then also the reason why I like her is because she's only going to take 2. And then it's very difficult to be able to get the currency to be able to buy those good sigils. So if we go to this section of the game in Hazard Zone Cleaning, this is where you get it. And then you go to the voucher shop and you buy these guys. These are expensive. Now, I've only been able to buy 2, and then I won't be able to until it resets again to maybe buy a third one. Whereas with her, I can buy 2, and then by the time very soon when she's Omega, that's all I'm going to need to be able to take advantage of that set bonus here. So I think that's another benefit. There's also really good ones here that are definitely worth, but it's going to take quite a while to be able to level this up, but I'll be able to take advantage of this really good set as soon as possible because I'm picking a character that only needs 2 here. And then I think for the healing one, this is probably the most impactful. Like if you have a healing character and then you have these set effects here, 10% healing, and then the effects guaranteed more healing effect, that's super good. It's all built in, the optimal thing you would want to have, another 20% healing there. So that's another reason why I like this. And I think talking about this and like optimally farming this is definitely worthy of another video, but I just want to touch on this, that she's going to be basically the only character literally everyone can take advantage of and have multiple sigil effects. So hopefully that helped you guys out. When it comes to this game, basically there's not many things that are super hard, but also at the same time, I do have Tsukiyomi, so maybe I'm experiencing it from the lens of already having the best character possible. But where I think she came up super clutch in is going to be if you're trying to punch through some of the harder content, which is going to be the higher versions of past grudges. So up here, as I was going through, some of these stages were pretty hard, and she was super useful. For example, in this one, the enemy units cast a curse on the team leader every 20 seconds, which then spreads to all other mods within 10 meters of the leader, dealing shadow damage equal to 30% of their max HP to those affected mods. And then also the enemy units deal damage equal to 20% of the attack of all mods every 10 seconds. So having that combination, it was nice to have her. I just made her my main character. I piloted her and then just stayed away from everyone else and was healing them and stuff. And I thought that was actually a pretty useful way to use her. But having her strong, I think, is super useful for that section in particular. And I think there's going to be a lot more of those in the future. So, or like just things that are difficult in general. But hopefully that was helpful, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And with that, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.